is up, jammies? It's Ricky Hollywood. This is Ricky's Ram Jam, presented by Barefoot Wine. And boy, do I need some wine after that.
Holy hell. I need a couple drinks, Steve.
I love his little giggle after that. Yeah, we all need a drink. Adam, I put a Twitter poll out, and I did Rammers, Jammers, and Jammies. And Jammies significantly won, like hundreds of votes, and it was almost over 60%. Isn't that crazy?
60% for Jammies? Come on,
Jammies.
Where are my Jammers at?
Right?
Come on, people.
I thought Jammers was gonna win, and so I don't know if people were just voting to like vote. But I don't know. Maybe we have to go with Jammies for now because Twitter is God, isn't it? Isn't that what they say?
I mean, Twitter does run the world, and my 2-year-old will love it that, oh, guess what? My fans are called Jammies. She'll get a total kick out of that.
Absolutely. So that, I guess for now we're gonna stick with Jammies, and then we'll see, where it goes, how it morphs. Okay, so I think it's really important today that we recenter ourselves, and I wanted to read this guided meditation for everyone because it's so important that we recoup after that 31-27 win over the Falcons. It was a crazy game, and McVay is feeling like he needs a drink too, so I'm going to take this upon myself to help Jammies just feel recentered. Okay? So take a deep breath, and when you're ready, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. We will not hold on to negativity. We will visualize beautiful things. We will visualize things that make us feel whole. Picture that juke move from Cooper Kupp into the end zone. Picture Jalen Ramsey going up vertical and picking off Mariota with 1 minute left in the fourth quarter. Visualize Allen Robinson celebrating in the end zone after the very first score of the game. Deep breaths. Are you still breathing? Feel the sensation in your hands. Are they tingling like you are Kobe Durant grabbing a tipped ball in the air and speeding down the sideline? Visualize the words, Week 2 win. A win is a win is a win. When you're ready, open your eyes. Welcome back. How did that feel, Adam? Do you feel good? I feel way better.
Oh man, I'm just so relaxed now. That game was it had me in knots right up until the end, and still going into today. It's the first time I felt relaxed in days. Thank you.
Oh my God. Yeah, of course. So you guys can play that on repeat as many times as you need to feel better. And like McVay said, a win is a win is a win. We don't get style points. We made it. The win is a win, and now I feel much better. Okay, so let's get into the NFC West standings after week 2. The Cardinals had a crazy comeback against the Raiders and won 29-23. They are now 1-1. Trey Lance suffered a season-ending injury, and Jimmy G is back under center, which is very interesting. And they won 27-7 against the Seahawks. So now everyone is 1-1. Which makes for a interesting week 3 coming up as the Rams head to the Cardinals to play. Got an exciting guest coming up, maybe 2, we'll see. And I'm not going to tell you who they are yet because I want you to stick around, but very excited for this. And that's about it. We'll do some fan questions as normal, and then we'll play How Many as always. So let's get into it, Adam. Should we get to a few fan questions?
Why not? I mean, we did just open up the email to the fans. Ricky's Ram Jam at rams.nfl.com, by the way, so everybody knows.
Absolutely. Hit up that email. Okay, so this one is from Carmen from Orange Park, Florida. Okay. we're going countrywide here, huh? Jalen came up huge with that game-saving pick late in the fourth. He seems to make a habit of game-ending interceptions, versus the Falcons, versus Detroit last year, against the Colts last year. What is it about his personality that makes him so clutch? I think you either have that clutch gene or you don't, but he just has it. I don't think that's something you can teach. I think he has such a passion for the game, but also passion for like being the best. And so that pick, apparently people were saying that he had done that in practice on Friday. Bobby Wagner was like, "Oh, I've seen him do that all the time. This is not shocking," which I think is pretty cool. He just is that guy. So that video that went viral of him on the sideline saying that, I am him. I think he really is him. And when you know that you are, you carry yourself like that. I guess, is that how you would explain it, Adam? He's just has that clutch gene.
Yeah, it's not every athlete is known for being the guy at the end of the game who's going to, quote unquote, take the shot. Jalen is harder on himself than probably anyone else could be. He said it himself after week 1 against the Bills. He said, "Hey, guys, I know I had a bad game, but he's going to work harder and he knows he's going to be better." And he was in week 2. It's, it's the same thing. So I worked alongside the Lakers for about 5 or 6 years. I got to experience the Kobe years and all that. And
wow.
Kobe, as talented as he was, just outworked everybody else. And I think Jalen is very similar in that sense. And you've seen it with Bobby Wagner too. Bobby, repping that Mamba mentality. And I think Jalen falls in that camp too. He's just willing to outwork everybody else because he knows he can beat you if he works harder than you.
Absolutely. And he's got the talent too. So it just is so cool to watch him. And to watch him come up clutch like that, it was just perfect. Okay, so this next one is from Sam from Garden Grove, California. What was in your gigantic wine bottle when you were filming the Code of Conduct Stadium video? Where can I get one of those? And how many bottles of Barefoot could you fit in there? Okay, so here is my giant wine glass. I got it off of Amazon, and it was like $70 because it's so big. I feel like I could fit it's bigger than my head. I feel like I could fit like 2 full bottles of wine in this. Because you know how sometimes you'll have those little cups, but they say they fit a whole bottle of wine? I actually haven't tried it. So Barefoot, I know you're listening. We're going to have to try this out. And when I filmed it, it was so gross because it was a bunch of apple juice and water, but then we needed so much water to fill the glass up because it was so big that people, extras, were just opening up their canteen. So it was other people's half drank waters in the thing. And so it was nasty, and I'm surprised that I came out to tell the other tale, live to tell the tale about it, because it was disgusting. So yeah, I'm a method actor, so I drank out of the goblet of gross is what we can call it. But yeah, it was not Barefoot, unfortunately, but like I said, we got to make that happen.
Hey, we got to make sure we trademark that goblet of gross.
The goblet of gross, yeah. Yeah, we should get some merch. I'm thinking Ricky's Ram Jam on one side, maybe Goblet of Gross on the other. Yeah, we've got a lot. We've got a lot, and we need our jammies to really help out. So keep sending in these emails. I love it. It's awesome. Really, really appreciate you guys. So once again, it is Ricky's Ram Jam at rams.nfl.com. I have such a special treat for you guys this week. They are so funny, and I'm so excited. Oh, wait. No, the guests I wanted can't show up. I actually have 2/3 of the fantasy footballers, Mike Wright, Jason Moore. What is up, you guys? How are you?
Now, that might be the best intro I've ever received, because you really got me hook, line, and sinker there.
I fell for it, too.
I did not appreciate that, which means I very much appreciate it.
She's on fire.
It's true.
Wait, we got wacky sound drops too?
Of course.
What show are we on?
How are you guys? Okay, so for those that don't know, which I know everybody knows who you are, humble brag. I'm gonna boost you guys up a little bit. The best fantasy geniuses ever.
Oh, stop!
How cool is that? So, what got you guys into LARPing and dragons in the first place?
Well, first off, Dungeons and Dragons is for winners and champions. Just going to start the conversation with that. But how did we get into fantasy football? Jay, how did you get in?
I got into fantasy football with my nerd theater friends in college long ago.
Oh, what a dork.
Wow,
Yeah,
this
and,
checks out.
Yeah, we started playing, that was 25 years ago, however old I am now, and because I started college when
40.
I was
40. You didn't want to say it?
Well, no, I wasn't going to, but yes, I am now 40. Been
I'm a
playing
man.
fantasy for half my life.
Yeah.
I'm 40.
And so that's kind of where I started playing, but then the real steam picked up when many moons ago, over a decade ago, the three of us on our show started. We all worked together at a different company, and the only thing that mattered at that company was fantasy football because that's really the only thing that matters to most people.
Correct.
And so then we pivoted and started this podcast, and now we do this for a living.
Took over the world.
That's right.
That's amazing. So we were on a failed NFL Network show together. That's how we met.
Oh, well, I mean, I thought it was pretty successful.
No, it was great. It was a one-hit wonder, one season. But Andy wasn't on that as well, and he's not on this today. Do you think that we have like an unspoken beef, maybe?
He's not a real person. We
Really?
made him up.
Okay.
Yeah, he's complete CG. If you look at our show, you could tell we don't have the budget for like big budget.
I mean,
CG.
yeah, like if you just like closely look at the face, you'll realize that's not a regular human wouldn't have a face like that.
And if you listen to the analysis, it's very robotic.
Yeah, it's like I love this team. Absolutely. Okay, so I work for the Rams now, you guys. I left NFL Network, and I have Cooper Kupp on my fantasy team. Do you think that's cheating?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a good question. I think it is cheating because it is cheating only because like the definition of cheating is like I can do something that you're not supposed to be able to do,
right?
That other people aren't going to do, and that was drafting Cooper Kupp because there's dumb people out there that are like, well, he's going to regress and he's not going to be great, and it's like, no, he's clearly. If he had 500 fewer yards and 5 fewer touchdowns, he would have been the wide receiver 1. So, yeah, regress to being the best.
Number one, could your coffee mug be larger? What in the world is going on over there?
And it says coffee on it, so it's like super cool.
It's like a gallon cup. Number two, I would say it is, in fact, cheating. If you watch the Rams game, Allen Robinson scored a touchdown.
Right.
He was lined up in the backfield, incredible play design. No one covered him, and they walked in, and then the refs were like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!"
Throw that back.
We meant to say there was a medical timeout because the refs were like, "Cooper Kupp's on my fantasy team. Mm-hmm. We got to strike this touchdown." And of course, like the very next play, Cooper Kupp catches a touchdown. So
no way those medical guys call that play back if it was a Cooper Kupp touchdown.
Yeah, I actually was the ref that play too, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
is that
checks
cheating?
out.
Is that cheating?
Okay,
that's called winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I drafted
champion.
him fair and square, and I think I had like the 3rd overall pick too, and I was like, you know what, I'm doing this. And there's a lot of smack talk. I don't know if you guys saw Justin Jefferson last night, but I think Cooper Kupp's that wide out one. Okay, so you guys are Cardinals fans, known Cardinals fans, been field side at Cardinals games. Where does this Cardinals fandom come from, and how do you feel after last week's comeback?
The only Cardinals fans out there are people that were born here or live here
and hate themselves.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of self-hatred going on, but yeah, we all are from Arizona. We live here. We've been lifelong Cardinals fans. We used to be season ticket holders when we could go to games on Sundays, but now we need to watch all of the games. Yeah, we love
humble brag.
Hating ourselves.
Yeah.
Yes, humble brag.
You guys are full. You're like, oh, well, we have the biggest show in the country, so unfortunately, we have to watch every game.
Yeah, thank you for saying that for us. But it is actually true.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you said is true.
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah,
I don't
humble
lie. So wait, like this comeback against the Raiders.
Oh gosh,
what must have been, number one, stressful. Number two, somewhat promising. I mean, you guys must feel a little bit better as Cardinals fans coming into this Week 3 matchup against the Rams, right?
The comeback was not actually. I mean, it wasn't that stressful because at the halfway mark, you're like, yeah, okay, here we go. This is the repeat from Week 1. This is the team I expected to see. So it wasn't really stressful. It was nice to see that they actually care and they have some fight. I don't know what happened on the 2-point conversion?
Yeah.
Or where AJ Green caught a pass in the end zone and they reviewed it and somehow the refs let it go when it was clearly a drop. So the Cardinals should not have even been in the place to win that game. But it was nice to see Kyler Murray actually do something other than score basically 0 fantasy points at the half.
Yeah, there's no stress when you have already given up hope.
Yes.
So what is dead may never die.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess you guys seem so sad, and I'm like, you had a great win.
Oh,
that was,
no, again, once you have Paris, there is no sadness.
Yeah,
there's no happiness either. But
when the game ended and we had the return touchdown for a victory, I gave a hearty high five to someone watching the game, and so that is kind of the pinnacle of being a Cardinals fan.
Okay. So what scares you guys the most about playing the Rams as Cardinals fans? Because you guys are suiting up for the Cardinals.
Sean McVay scares me the most. I mean, I believe we've lost 10 of the last 11 games against the Rams, including the playoffs. And I don't even want to include the playoffs.
We shellacked them once last year.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a good game.
Yeah, I mean, this past game, before you guys jumped on, I led a guided meditation for just Rams fans to sort of come down after that almost comeback to the Atlanta Falcons, which was very, very stressful for a lot of people. But yeah, I think that a win is a win, and Sean McVay is going into the lab and definitely, cooking up stuff for the Cardinals. So let's talk fantasy for a second. Besides Cooper Kupp, who are the must-starts in this matchup? I mean, Ertz has been great. Kyler made up for it in the second half of Week 2. How do you feel? Akers versus Henderson. I've got so many questions for you guys.
Sure. So Kyler's a must-play every week. He is. I mean, he's just a speed demon out there. And he will get it done so that he may not hit the ceiling like we're used to when he has DeAndre Hopkins on the field, who we're going into Week 3, so we still have over a month before we're going to see Hopkins. So the ceiling won't be there for Kyler Murray, but he's still going to be in that range of at least a top 12 quarterback. So you're happy that you started him.
So I want to get sort of serious for a second, if you guys will let me. Would you rather hike Camelback without water at noon in August or take one tackle from Aaron Donald?
I think I could survive, not unbroken, but I could survive a tackle from Aaron Donald.
Okay.
I don't think in the middle of August at noon without water that I could survive, assuming like I had to complete the hike, because I can go hike for like 15 seconds, turn around, call it a day.
Yeah.
But Camelback, people die on there, unfortunately.
On the ridge, man.
Yeah.
Like people are getting choppered off that thing because they always underestimate the mountain. The back of the camel is mighty.
Yeah. I did it when I was out there once, and it was
Don't
really,
lie
really
to
tough.
your audience.
Not in August and noon.
There's not at August and noon, and I had water. But I haven't been tackled by Aaron Donald, so I guess I can't compare them.
Tell us when you have that happen, and then we'll compare.
You work with the Rams now. You can
make that happen.
Yeah. That would probably do really well, and I'm sure PR would love that.
Socials would explode.
They really would.
As would you.
I want to play this clip for you guys for the broadcast. And what do you think is scarier? This clip or the fact that Coleman Shelton, and we just talked about the O-line, but even with some third stringers, it's really starting to figure themselves out.
I mean, Shelton's clearing out defenders faster than a teenager clears his search history on his web browser. Holy smokes.
What do you
Mark
think,
Sanchez,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Mark Sanchez doesn't know about incognito mode? What's
I
going
know,
on? Like,
right?
update your tech, brother.
Yeah, someone's projecting
Yeah,
themselves.
someone got
Right?
busted.
Does the emergence of Jimmy G in Niner territory scare you guys as for this division for the NFC West?
Yeah, it's super funny because as fantasy football analysts, we were very pro Trey Lance.
Yes.
Mike has been for 2 years. When you've got that mobile quarterback that can air the ball out downfield much better than Jimmy G, we were super in on Trey Lance for fantasy. For real life football, I'm like, darn it! Like as a Cardinals fan, they'll probably win more games. Who's going to make a disastrous decision and turn the ball over and not be able to run Shanahan's system? It's probably going to be the rookie, for all intents and purposes, coming in, still learning the system, who's played 20 college games total. So, I think with Jimmy Garoppolo in tow, I'm a little bit more scared of the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, for sure. Same. Okay, so let's play this quick game called How Many. Okay, so it's exactly how it sounds, so I don't need to break it down to you guys. Just
So, like, how many jelly beans are in the jar?
Yeah, I'm going to show you a jar, and then you give me your best guess.
72.
Oh, how'd you do
I'm
that?
going to go 1,072.
Oh, shoot.
man.
All right, we got to
I way
recount.
underestimated.
It's jelly beans, bro.
Aaron Donald sacks. He needs one more to get to the 100 club. He was quiet against the Falcons, but his pressure did, cause that throw to be picked off by Ramsey at the end of the fourth. He did, he has 15 career sacks versus the Cardinals. Does he get one? Does he get two this game? How many?
Okay, the over-under. We'll put it at 1.5, Jason. You going
I am
you going
taking
over?
the over. I'm taking two sacks in the game, including the record.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he gets the club. I don't know if I'll go 2, but I'll put him in the club this week.
Okay, cool. How many,
Shakalaka.
What? What is that's not the real
guy.
guy.
That was not the NBA Jam.
That sounded like a
Well, this
was
is
a
Ricky's
ghost.
Ram Jam. This is the
All
Ram
right.
Jam.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, that was great. I might have to clip that off too and use that one. How many Kyler scrambles, like notable scrambles, not just a quick little dance move?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 4 scrambles that aren't designed runs.
How many Henderson or Akers touchdowns? Ooh,
0.
for both.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I could see that. I'm gonna say 1 total. I'm gonna say it's for Henderson. I've got Henderson ahead of Cam Akers still until Cam Akers proves to me that he's efficient,
That he can run for more than 3 a carry.
exactly, and is back. I mean, I wonder if the game was closer throughout, whether there would have been more Henderson, because obviously Akers got more involved, had more carries. It was a really weird game because you had Henderson running more routes, but Akers actually, I think, might have even caught more
15
passes.
carries.
Wow.
And then the goal line kind of, Akers was involved, but Henderson's the one that got the touchdown. It's kind of a weird situation, but I'm still Henderson over Akers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cam Akers ruined so much off-season analysis for fantasy football. Like, we were all terrified of James Robinson. We all thought Sterling Shepard would be done playing because no one recovers from an Achilles injury, and it's Cam Akers.
Yeah,
Cam Akers is the one making us think that.
Mm-hmm.
How many Cooper Kupp receiving yards? So he's had 15 straight games with 90-plus receiving yards with the
Can
NFL
I say
record.
90-plus?
No.
I don't think that's allowed. I think we need a number.
Yeah, you can say 91.
136.
Ooh.
I'll go into that. I'm going to go 119.
Okay. So jammies, you
No
better be
round
writing
numbers
this
here.
down. Yeah. Okay, so now let's hit our Ram Jam. And to close each show, it's rapid fire style. We can start with you, Jason, and then Mike, and then we'll just go through this. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Filet mignon.
Ooh.
The filet mignon. Huh?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to just say steak. It's got to be worth it.
That's you wouldn't do like a ribeye or...
I'm not into the fattier meats.
Oh,
Unless
but
we're talking
that's
like a
where the flavor
Wagyu,
is.
Manhattan filet. That's my new
Oh
answer.
my Lord! What are you, this bougie guy over here?
I try to just be a filet mignon. She's like, "What are you talking about? Ribeye is more flavor." Well, there you go. A Wagyu Manhattan filet.
I'll take a cheeseburger.
For the rest of your life. Okay. Pretty
Yes.
good. Pretty good. Okay, so this one is a little bit trickier. What would you do if fear was not a factor and you could not fail?
I would go into acting. That's
Okay.
probably my passion, my dream. I was a
Okay.
theater major.
Well, see, that's a much larger scoped answer. I was going to say base jumping.
Ooh.
But yours was like you're going to go into a whole career and change your life. I just want to jump off of a cliff.
She said I can't fail, so it's massive success.
That's a real dude. You're loaded now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing
Wow.
very well.
I take it back. Blackjack.
Oh,
Really?
good one. Man, if you can't fail at blackjack,
You're gonna
it's
make
pure-
so much money.
It's
That-
pure printing money.
Shakalaka.
Thank you.
That's awesome. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to the game. I know you guys are crazy and you do
Oh,
a
we're
daily
not.
show, so the fact that you made time for little old me, it made me feel really special, and it was so good to see your faces. So thank you for,
Oh, we're
for hanging
League
out.
One pals forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
The relationships there were built
Forged-
forever.
forged in fire.
Yeah, absolutely.
Forever. Yeah, I'm going to be getting a message from someone over there like, why did you say it failed on your show? I'll be
Because you
like,
didn't
well,
bring it back.
Yeah, because it ended. But
One
other than
season
that,
and not renewed is a fail.
yeah, one thing I would do if I could not fail was maybe go back on that show. But I still beat Adam Rank in like every matchup, so I feel pretty good about that.
The
Okay,
best
you guys.
part of that show was like if we ran out of ideas of what stuff to send to your.
I think
For
I
the
like lit
program.
your shirt on fire because I was like desperate for some sort of content at one point. I was like, I'm just gonna burn this shirt, and then everyone in my mentions was like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" Like, it was amazing. It was amazing. Maybe I'll just
on fire.
literally.
I like
I'll
to
just
imagine those aren't drops. That's someone with a microphone doing those live.
Yeah,
They
and
are.
he's clearly in a glass echoey
Yes.
booth.
Maybe it is.
There we go.
Oh, the voice. He stepped out of the booth for 1 second.
Oh
for
my
clarity.
gosh. Awesome, you guys. Well, so good to see you, and hopefully we've got a great game between the Rams and Cardinals this Sunday.
Sounds good.
Nice to see you.
All right, there they go. And before we get out of here, you know what time it is. You know, wine and football aren't that different. Sure, they're complex, but enjoying them should be easy. You don't need to worry about complex formations and flavor profiles or which wine pairs with what. All that matters is, together, Barefoot Wine and the Rams are easy to enjoy. So, let's enjoy ourselves. Barefoot, the official wine sponsor of the NFL. All right, you guys, that does it for this week's Ricky's Ram Jam. I am actually about to head out to the airport to go home. Unfortunately, my grandma passed away this weekend. She was 96, had an amazing, amazing life, and was surrounded by loved ones. So it's very, very sad, and I'm going to miss her, but I'm just going to be happy to go home and celebrate her life. And I know that she is proud, and the Rams got that win on Sunday. And I think that maybe it was for Nana. Maybe it wasn't because no one else knew about it, but that's how I'm going to, process this information. So I love you, Nana. I'll see you soon, and I'm heading home. But thanks again, you guys, for listening to this week's Ricky's Ram Jam. Leave 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts. Listen wherever you get your pods. Drink some Barefoot wine. Drink some wine in general. Right, Jammies? Let's get it. All right, you guys. I'll see you next week. And I've got another big guest next week. You guys, Ricky's Ram Jam is on the up and up. Adam, have a great rest of your week, and let's ram it.